and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets trembling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the fray, and the home of the brave? Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight till we name the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save this land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the fray, in the home of the
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
It's been a long week, and I'm a little on edge. I think I need to call my friends. Somebody come save me. It's 5:01, and we can drink the night away. Pour a little bourbon for me and my friends, and we'll see how this story ends. We'll kick up some dust, cause a little scene, have a little good time drinking Kentucky gasoline. We ain't sorry, we're just having a little fun. We're drinking whiskey tonight, won't stop till the bottle's done. When the night is over at 6 a.m., I'll roll on home with a smile on my face. It felt like a good night, get a little crazy, let it all out and howl at the moon. My head is ringing like the plane has been some dust, cause a little scene, have a little good time drinking Kentucky gasoline. We ain't sorry, we're just having a little fun. We're drinking whiskey tonight, won't stop till the bottle's done. We're feeling alright. We'll turn it up and get down tonight. We're feeling alright. We'll turn it up and get loud tonight. Kick up some dust, cause a little scene, have a little good time drinking Kentucky gasoline. We ain't sorry, we're just having a little fun. We're drinking whiskey tonight, won't stop till the bottle's done. Kick up some dust, cause a little scene, have a little good time drinking Kentucky gasoline. We ain't sorry, we're just having a little fun. We're drinking whiskey tonight, won't stop till the bottle's done.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another great week of racing. Tonight, we have the SCSRA Blue Team Alpha Truck Series running 70 laps at Daytona. Tonight, we all know it's not about if the big one's going to happen. It's about when, for sure. Where it will take out half the field, they'll all use their fast repairs, and then who knows what happens from there. Got a pretty big field tonight. Looks like we got about, how many drivers got registered? Looks like about 25 to 30 drivers registered for tonight. We got 70 laps going, with the stage coming at the end of lap 20. I will be controlling the stage again, so I'll be doing race control as well as broadcasting. David up here in the booth for the SCSRA. And Eddie, oh my God, got into the SCSRA account and says Hartney love upper decker. Maybe that's Guy, I don't know. But guys are out on track right now. Let's see if we can tune into one of them. How about Sharn Hill? Out here on track, got a new paint scheme for this week. As we all know with Daytona, survival is key. Starch needs a new shirt. Yeah, we'll work on that. One of these days, working on one thing at a time, okay? One thing at a time. Get rid of those things, though. That's for sure. Yeah, so we got 70 laps tonight. Like I was saying, this is going to be all about survival. Survival of the fittest. Those who can survive the 70 laps to the end has a chance of making it, obviously, but this track is not known to be polite to some people. That being said, we're going to just go around and watch people qualify here for a few minutes. Looks like we got Devin Zimmerman just posted the fastest lap of 51.322. We got Junior racing tonight. Brian Merle Jr. He won the All-Star race, if y'all weren't paying attention or saw that last season, at the end of last season. But yeah, got a pretty big group of guys tonight. Pretty big rookie field as well. Chasing those points in that coveted Rookie of the Year award at the end of the season. Looks like Sharn Hill just posted a 51.537. Walt Lepicki with a 51.335. If I pronounce your name wrong and you come back and look at this later, by all means correct me. Eddie Morris with a 51.302. Got a couple guys out on track right now. Go on with Derek De Silva. Go on board with him for a minute, see how that's going. Well, there's the end of his lap. Looks like you're trying to make it on the pit road there. He's qualifying 5th. That's Derek Silva. Let's see, who do we got else out there? Michael Wolf. Go on board with Michael Wolf for a minute. Is that Ricky Spud? Ricky Spud, Tony Starch, same guy, different voice. So yeah, Ricky Spud. We'll call it Ricky Spud for sure. Got Matt Allen out on track right now. Joe Wright's out on track. Go on board with him. These qualifying laps are all about being clean. As little input on the wheel as possible for this to work at all. Some guys are really good at it. Some guys are not. Joe Wright is one of those that is extremely good at it. And has always been really good at it. So Joe Wright and D Wright are definitely going to be the guys to beat here when it comes to qualifying. Joe Wright took over the first spot here. Michael Wolf in second with the 51.280. Eddie Morris with the 51.302. So Joe Wright's got to be right there. It looks like the 51.254 for him. Let's see who else is out there on track right now. We got the number 66 on track, Sylvain Seguin. Sounds like his throttle pedal is not even working. Needs to pick up the pace. He's going to make that work at all. Devin Butchino out on track now. Now, typically with Daytona, especially Daytona, your first lap is a burner lap. Adam St. John finishing up his second lap. Our resident Australian in the house. He's from South Australia. Let's see. Got D Wright out there currently. Got about 2.5 minutes left to qualifying and about 10 guys left to go to post a lap. Currently have 6, 7 drivers, 8 drivers out on the track right now. Like Devin Butchino of Team Neon qualified 12th back there, so he's a little bit farther back from his teammates than he'd probably like to be. D Wright entering turn 3 currently. Got Devin back out on track. Might have been out there just to do a lap to see where his braking points are going to be. The sound on the sim is low. We can adjust that. You let me know if that improves at all. Go on board with the number 14 to Tim Likens. Coming off a turn 4 into the tri-oval currently. He's currently sitting 9th. Let's see if he posts a better time here. Ooh, 51.330 to a 51.329. 329 still takes it. D-Right coming to the line right now. With the fast lap of 51.288, that's going to put him in 3rd place tonight. So that leaves his brother Joseph Wright in 1st. Team Neon coming up with 3 top 5s in qualifying. Actually, 4 top 5s. We got Joe Wright in 1st. B Wright in 3rd. Eddie Morris in 4th. And Devin Butchino in 5th. So rounding out your top 5 there is all Team Neon. That is crazy. Crazy normal for these guys, though. They're all extremely fast and really good at tracks like this. So I know Devin is waiting for this season to be over, or not this season, but these races to be over. He's never a fan. Not that he's never a fan, but he's pretty much over speed weeks as they come up. Let's take a look at our starting grid here while everyone's lining up. On top, or on the first row, we got not correct information. Interesting. Hang on a second. Let me see here. See if that worked. Interesting. All right, we're not going to go with that because I'm not sure why the grid's not showing correctly. But I'm going to just go ahead and go down the line here. We got Joe Wright in 1st, Michael Wolf in 2nd as they're rolling off here. D Wright in 3rd, Eddie Morris in 4th, Devin Butchino in 5th, Dalton Gibson in 6th, Devin Zimmerman in 7th, Michael Lepicki in 8th, Ryan Likens in 9th, Tim Likens in 10th, Walt Lepicki in 11th, and Derek Da Silva in 12th. Ryan Gomes and Sylvain Seguin in 13th and 14th. Justin Bell and Peyton Holland in 15th and 16th. 17th place, you got Colton Kinsey. 18th, Riley Gomes. 19th, our resident Australian, Adam St. John. Matt Allen in 20th place. Charles Balance in 21st. Brian Merle Jr. in 22nd. Jarnhill in the back of the pack starting off today. Usually kind of a front runner, but we'll see what he comes through with the rest of the season or rest of this race. He's going to be in 23rd. Another fast guy, Trey Spears, back there in 24th. Kevin Graham in 25th. Zach Cox in 26th. Brian Lee Fontaine in 27th. Travis Burton 28th. And Guy Bracco coming up the back of the field in 29th. So he's starting off back there. And let's go. Let's see here. Pace car's going to be falling off here. pace cars off. And we'll be going green. Green flags out. Joe Wright on the bottom line with his teammates right behind him. Gets a good jump. Really need Devin to catch up on that inside line. Looks like made some space there for Eddie. Now you got Neon all on the bottom line here. Look at that field. Massive field tonight. See, the outside line starting to form up there. Like Michael Wolf of the number 24 making a run up on the outside of Joe Wright and Team Neon, being pushed by the number 17 of Dalton Gibson, followed by the number 16 of, I believe that's Michael Lepicki, maybe Derek De Silva. Still getting used to these guys' names. There's a lot of new names here this week, this in the league, so kind of interesting. But excited to be here, for sure. Got some good, clean racing so far up front. Let's head back a little bit further back in the pack and see what's going on back here. Looks like everyone's kind of separating a little bit. Let's go check in with our other broadcaster guy who's back here in the back. If he doesn't catch that back of the pack, they're going to lose him here pretty shortly. Go middle of the pack here, see what's going on here with Devin Zimmerman. Interesting. Oh, I see what happened here. Okay, we'll have to fix this. Maybe I can do this during the race. I'm not sure. I might have to take her off for now. And on our caution break, I will work on fixing this. Looks like the data got kind of mixed up in the names somehow. So I will work on that. We've got Joe Wright still leading the race here. Being pushed around, on the outside, you got Michael Wolf and Dalton Gibson trying to push their way up front. Got the number 25 dropping low. Michael Wolf in front of Joe Wright. Again, Team Neon all on the inside, those front four cars between Joe Wright, D Wright, Eddie Morris, and Devin Butchino, all right there on that bottom line. They are going to be the team to beat. They are one of the more organized teams. You got Joe Wright that hopped up to the top line here in front of the number 17 of Dalton Gibson. Try to control that line as well, and he just comes back around the 25 of Michael Wolf and kind of controls back on that line, on that bottom line. 17's got kind of a run on the outside with the 46 pushing him of Michael Lepicki. Let's see if he gets cleared up there and moves down there. Now again, the stage is going to be at the end of lap 20. With stage at the end of lap 20, these guys are going to want to pit together. I don't remember exactly what a fuel run is here. It looks like Joe went to the middle. That's not sure. Oh, we got a wreck going on right here. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, it's not if it's going to happen, it's when it's going to happen. Looks like Joe Wright just made some contact, pushed up the track there, which led to where we are now. That being said, we are going to go to our first caution break. I'm going to see if I can fix this ticker real quick. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. I need to send a message real quick here. Give me just a second here, folks. All right. Looks like we're going to be coming to one to go right now. I do appreciate everyone's patience. We're having a little bit of a issue up here in the booth, but what we need to fix it isn't going to work right now. So the checker's a little bit wrong. I do apologize. To fix that, I'm going to see if I can do that in the next break. Again, we will have another caution at some point here. So here we are, lining back up. We got Dalton Gibson running first. Michael Lepicki, I'm sorry, is going to be running in second. Michael Wolf in third. D. Wright in fourth. Eddie Morris in fifth. Riley Gomes in sixth. Devin Butchino in seventh. Ryan Gomes in eighth. Devin Zimmerman ninth. And Justin Bell rounding out your top 10 currently. All right. So Joe Wright's back there in the back of the field. I'm not sure if he was giving the black flag or not for causing the incident. I'm not sure. Looks like the cars got close together and they kind of pulled into each other. That happens pretty often, surprisingly. We got Tim Likens and Zachary Cox. Tim Likens is still on pit road with a meatball flag. Not sure if he's trying to get that fixed and go from there. And then we got, I believe Zach Cox just disconnected. Unfortunately, hopefully he had good service. Maybe had something come up, I'm not sure. All right, and we're going green again. I appreciate everyone's patience again. Sorry about that. We are going to work through this one day at a time. That is for sure. Field is off. We are rolling green. Got some great push on the outside there from D. Wright on the number 46. Back to my favorite camera in game. And looks like the Neon Boys all filed up with each other on that outside line. We got D. Wright up in the front. Eddie Morris right behind him, and the Gomes brothers right behind them. We got Riley Gomes and Ryan Gomes, Trackside Motorsports, up on, or are they on starts this time around? Let's look. I need to know now. Well, we'll find that out later. We'll look at that in just a second. But the Gomes brothers have always run well with Team Neon through the seasons in both series. So I imagine they're going to try to stick with them for a while. Team Neon is really good at sticking together. Tim Likens, oh yes I am. Zach Cox, it won't let me tow. Well, that's unfortunate. Now, we are only 9 laps into this race, so we still have 60 laps to go. We're coming to 10 laps completed here. We got 60 laps to go currently. We've got some time. As long as these guys just keep it clean, stay in the race, you've got to make it to lap 70 for anything. So, looks like everyone's kind of giving each other some room now. The pushing up front's kind of died down a little bit. Looks like Joe's just riding around in the back on the outside there as well. Middle of the field, you got some guys that kind of fell off in the back there. They may be a little damaged. That looks to be the group. Colton Kinsey, Brian Merle Jr., Derek DeSilva, and Walt Lepicki just kind of running around in the back. They are about 10 to 12 miles an hour off of pace from these middle guys and top guys in this field. So they're kind of struggling back there. If they want to do anything, they're going to have to get in line as a 4-person group and just ride it out. So if they have any hopes of catching this group, they need to get in line. You can see on the map there, on the bottom right-hand corner of your screen, you can see that gap between those two groups of cars. And that gap is just getting bigger. They are 14 miles an hour off pace from the back of this pack here. Now you can see that while D. Wright and Eddie Morris were both clear of the front guy, they're not going to take that. They want to make sure they're there with their teammate and make sure that all of them can go together. We've got 8 laps until our stage break. It's going to be an all-out dash for this. They may be good on fuel. Team Neon is still going to be up on that tie side, and they're probably going to be good on fuel for the rest of this, at least to the stage caution. Joe Wright sitting in the back of the inside line. Looks like D. Wright's going to jump down to the bottom line, leave Eddie and Devin up as teammates up on the outside. However, they now have control of both lines. The number 46 of Michael Lepicki does have an opportunity to jump high here. Not able to take it before Eddie gets that run on the outside. We got Eddie and Devin leading that top line. Devin needs to stick to his bumper to get that top line to go anywhere. Riley and Ryan are going to control that top line. That third car in that pack is so vital to a line making any progress. If that third guy's not there with you, you are not going anywhere. Looks like Michael, as soon as he gets that gap open in front of Eddie, he might be taking it, but that top line did tighten up, and here they go, getting that run again. .46 kind of drifting up the track. Eddie holds his line. Ryan Gomes up on that top side, kind of running up out of the line there. Needs to stay in line with these guys to get that outside line to do any good. Got some wobbling down there on the bottom line. Now again, Team Neon is in control of both lines right now, with Eddie Morris on that top line and Dave Wright on that bottom line. We're coming to 5 to go until the stage break of lap 20. And again, the caution will be at the end of lap 20. Got a little bit of blinking out of there out of Riley. Everyone's just kind of staying in line. Joe Wright's making a little couple of moves to get up on that top line. He has been known to go through an entire field in a couple of laps. I've seen it. I've been there with them. We've done it successfully. You can see Joe hopping up to the outside there to see if anybody will take the bait and go on the third line with him. He's not afraid to go 3 wide. He'll make it happen. He'll risk it for the biscuit, that's for sure. Stage points are going to be so vital in this league, both in the truck series and in the next gen series. Got some bobbling out of the 55 or the Cat 55. Brian Gomes and the number 17 of Dalton Gibson. This is going to be a close finish. Everyone's still being respectful, but we all know what's coming. You're going to start seeing a lot of moves here in the next 2 laps to get people back up towards the front to get those stage points. Again, incredibly important. Those last 4 cars there kind of dropped off. Looks like they might try to cut the stage and start back up front after the stage. They all are pitting, or got a couple of them pitting now. Charles Balance looks like he just pit. A couple other guys here. 36 getting a little bit of bump and going to the yellow line, catches it back up, back out on track safely. As you can see, there's Joe Wright making moves towards the front on the outside. He will keep hopping people as much as it takes for him to get there. He will go 3 wide, and expect that in the next lap or 2. We're coming up to 3 to go with this completion of this next lap. You got Tim Likens on the bottom line right now. Just came off of pit road. He has a black flag currently. Let's see how this plays in here. He just needs to kind of get out of the way, stay on the bottom. Whatever he's going to do, he needs to make his decision. Stays on the bottom because he's cutting off to clear his black flag. Everyone gets around him safely. No cautions. We got the number 8, Eddie Morris, being pushed by the number 68, Devin Butchino. 3 laps left until the end of this, or the start of this stage caution. Riley and Ryan Gomes are also going to look to take this 3 wide as well. Don't be surprised if you see it at the end of this lap. Oh, we're going 3 wide already. But it looks like we were going 3 wide on accident, not on purpose, that's for sure. If Devin just gets to Eddie's bumper and just glues himself there so that the number 46 can't get that run, he's cleared now. He could take it. He's staying with number 17 on that bottom line. Devin probably got a little toasty and had to burp out to get some air in his car, or bump out to get his air under the radiator. He might have been blinking, but now's the time just to hold out there. At the start of the next lap, it's basically glue your bumper to him, to Eddie Morris up on that high side, and just ride it out. You got Charles Balance. Everyone's coming up to him now. That DoorDash number 41, everyone gets around him. No cautions, we're good. At the start of this next lap, depending on where Devin's temperature is in his truck, he just needs to glue himself to that bumper and push his teammate. Now, all 3 of these guys up here are teammates. So Devin, Dave Wright, number 84, Eddie Morris. Oh, that was the stage. Okay, I had the countdown wrong. In that case, top 5 for your stage finish was Dave Wright, Eddie Morris, Michael Lepicki, Devin Butchino, and Dalton Gibson. I'm going to be honest. I didn't know that was stage because I don't think I've ever seen that clean of a stage finish for these guys. So super happy to see that. Looks like everyone's going to have to check up for the field here, or check up for the pace truck. They're going to have to really check up here, Dave. Really back up there. And that was our stage break. Well, that was a clean run. Only 1 caution. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. This is going to be our digger for our pit cam. See who goes in and who doesn't. Oh, I like this camera. Everyone is pitting. All right. We'll be right back, folks. back, folks. Let's check in with Chatland, see if there's anything new out there. Doesn't look like it. Everyone's still racing and driving. It looks like we're going to get the one to go this time by. So like I had mentioned before, there was a couple of guys that pit early to take advantage and get up front for this restart. Trey Spears and Dalton Gibson both already pit. Trey Spears took his fast repair as well. You are going to get Team Neon and a couple more drivers back down pit road to top off on fuel. It may not have been a lot of fuel, but they did use 0.2 gallons of fuel. And that is half a lap maybe. Fuel mileage matters. The less time on pit road, the better. And they're off. You can see D Wright going to beat Eddie and Devin to the line. And they're going to be starting off towards the back with everybody else. Looks like Joe Wright is still on pit road with a meatball flag. He's already used his fast repair today. Unfortunate finish for him. We'll have to go back and take a look and see what happened there. Looks like he got it on lap 20, 21. He got another 4X on lap 20. Let's see if we can go back and take a look at that later on. Go up here with our leader of Dalton Gibson as we're going to come to turn number 3. We're about halfway down the back stretch, and we're going to be going green next time by. The only thing that would make that pace car look better, and I'm only saying this so Eddie can listen to it later, is if it was a Ford. We all know that's a Chevy. We all know that's a Chevy. It would be better if it was an F-150. May not make it around the banks though if Eddie had anything to say about it, that's for sure. On your top front row, you're going to have Dalton Gibson on the inside with Ryan Gomes, Cat 55 on the outside. Riley Gomes on his inside. Michael Wolf on the outside of him. That's going to be your top 4. Justin Bell and Guy Bracco on the third row. Pace truck is off. We're in the restart zone. And we are rolling. Green flags are flying. Looks like we got a bad restart on that inside line here. Everyone's kind of spread out now. Not sure what they're going to do. Tim Likens heads up to the top row here. You got Cat 55 and Ryan Gomes. Looks like he's putting a little bit of pressure on the 17 on that bottom line there with the number 25 right behind him. His teammate Riley Gomes is on the inside line, 2 cars back, but there is no help for the number 17 right now. And he's still able to maintain pace and stick right to the number Cat 55's rear quarter panel, which doesn't allow him to make that move around him. Team Neon is grouping up back there again, kind of separating a little bit. Everyone's kind of all over the place after that restart, not sure what happened. Oh, we got some contact between Riley and his brother Ryan. Everyone's clean. We're still racing. Still green flag. 46 laps to go. We still have a long race ahead of us, so these guys just need to hang out. Looks like a decent size of the field has already taken their fast repairs. At least 10 of them, so a third of the field has already taken fast repairs. That does come into play with how aggressive you are to make sure that you actually make it to the end. Team Neon's back together on that bottom line of D Wright, Eddie Morris, and Devin Butchino. But they're just going to hang out back there. They're going to save fuel and just let everyone kind of ride it out. We are 3 wide towards the back here. Right in front of Devin. The number 127 and number 15 all going 3 wide right now. That's Matt Allen and Colton Kinsey. Probably making these guys a little bit nervous up here, that's for sure. Get back up front here. It looks like guys making some moves up here. Currently running second in line on that top side. Pushing. Ooh, number 17's getting a little bit of little loose there. Taps the inside line or taps that apron. It's a super dangerous thing to do. Don't think he did it intentionally, but dangerous nonetheless. The number 25 of Michael Wolf is going to come and lead this lap with Guy right behind him, and Tim Likens, the number 14 behind him on that outside line. Now, reminder, Tim Likens is 9 laps down. He's down at 27th place right now, but he's going to do everything he can to run this race clean and still run with the rest of these guys. I don't think we're going to see 9 cautions. He'd have to have about 13 cautions for him to get back on the lead lap, unless he can get into the front of this group and a caution comes out. So anything is possible. If he just gets in front of this group and a caution were to come out, he'd get a free pass by. We'll take a look a little bit farther back. Looks like the Cat 5-5 of Ryan Gomes is going to be pushing the guy to lead that lap. He's got one in the bag now. Go back here to Brian Merle Jr. and see what's going on with him. Number 13. Looks like he's also just kind of hanging out. You can see him lifting off. He's not really pushing too hard. Kind of doesn't look like he knows where he wants to go either. This is his first race with this group of drivers, or this rookie class. It doesn't look like he wants to push it too hard. We got the 84, the 8, and the 68 all running towards the back as well. Joseph Wright is still on pit lane with the meatball flag. Set up here to Sharn Hill. You remember I said Sharn Hill started towards the back of the pack of that number 5. He's definitely moving up. He's currently on 8-lap-old tires. So he definitely did pit with that last pit stop. As expected, as did everybody else. And Sharn has also already used his only fast repair of the evening. So he's got to be a little careful here. Be aggressive to get up front, but you got to be careful. Front is typically where you want to be in case wrecks do happen. If not, you want to be spread out so it gives you enough time to react for inevitably when it does happen. Everyone just hanging out currently. Got good racing, just clean racing. Head back to our resident Australian. Go on board with him for a minute, Adam St. John. You can see he's just giving everyone space in front of him, keeping up with the pack to where he's not going to lose the draft, but keeping up nonetheless. Getting kind of wobbly out there a little bit. Here we go. Does Adam make it through? Almost. Almost. Playing a little bit of pinball. Locks him up there. And we were good. Let's take a look and see what happened here. Looks like it starts with the number 15 of Colton Kinsey. Let's see here. Looks like Colton just gets a little bumped, not quite enough, straight enough on his rear bumper. Comes down, makes contact with the number 9, causes a whole kerfuffle behind him. Kerfuffle, I like that word. Go back to our leader here, Michael Wolf. Let's watch to see while we're on commercial break who comes down pit lane. We'll be right back, folks. right, we're hopping back into the racing here. Pace car is about to turn off the track here. Got Michael Wolf, Trey Spears, Ryan Gomes, Guy Braco, and Devin Butchino in our top 5 here. Set up to our leader of Trey Spears. And we are rolling. Trey gets a massive jump off the restart there. Doesn't really stack up with everybody. Looks like D-Wright is going to be pushing Guy back up to him. Up to Trey Spears. D-Wright's got his teammate Eddie Morris right behind him with his other teammate Devin Butchino up on that high line. We've officially gone from counting up to counting down, ladies and gentlemen. We have 34 laps to go, and we got a big wreck again on the back straight here. So many cars. Guy trying to avoid it, slams into the wall. We're definitely going to have to go back and see what happened there. Let's take a look. It happened up towards the front here. Oh, looks okay. I see what happened here. Let's get into this real quick. Looks like Devin tries to go down right behind Ryan Gomes, and there's not enough room, which causes this entire incident here. Devin loses a bumper. Cat 5.5's towards the back there now. And here we are. Head back up to our leader, Michael Wolf. That being said, we will be right back. All right, folks, we are on one to go right now. Pace cars coming out of turn 2. Got a little ways to go until they start back up. While we're doing that, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with our data today. It is not coming through correctly, but I do not know why. So while we are running, I'm trying to also troubleshoot this. We will have to figure this out later. Thinking something got messed up with the customer ID numbers, but that shouldn't have changed anything. But I will have to fix this later. And make sure that it's right for tomorrow. For the next gen series. Pace car is going to be pulling off here. We're going to have D-Right coming to the line with Michael Wolf, the number 24, coming to his outside. I'm going to go ahead and hide that ticker at the top. Unfortunately, it's not correct information. Let's see. Number 24 or 25 of Michael Wolf got to the line before D-Right. No black flags issued. Number 13 of Brian Merle Jr. on that outside. Eddie Morris a couple cars back. Eddie Morris still has not taken his meatball fly or his faster pair. Good portion of these top 10 have not yet. There are also 0 drivers on track with a 0X. No one's trying to save that anymore. 25 and 84 getting real close coming off of turn 4, using that side draft to try to push that car backwards. Junior is right on the bumper, the number 25. Trying to push him up. He gets in front of D-Right, leaves the number 25 out to dry. But Colton Kinsey's right there to replace him on the outside. And they get moving. We got Eddie Morris third in line on that outside line. Again, the third person in line is going to control how fast that lane moves. If not for the third car, you're not really going anywhere. Looks like Matt Allen has dropped out of the race. Joseph Wright is back out on track. Currently in 27th place. Sylvain Seguin, the number 66, does have a meat or a black flag for something. Unfortunately, I can't see what it is. Eddie Morris jumps down to the inside behind his teammate of D-Right. They're both going to be right behind the number 13 of Brian Merle Jr. Very competent racers up here up front. You got Riley Gomes up there too. A lot of these guys we haven't seen before, but the name of the game or the familiar ones are definitely up there. Brian Merle Jr., D-Right, Eddie Morris, Riley Gomes, Sharn Hill, Justin Bell, Kevin Graham up in your top 10. Devin Butchino is currently back there towards the back of the pack, running in, looks like 18th towards that back of the field. That inside line, again, has made some major progress in kind of leaving that outside line to dry. They've got some great runs with some really good drivers up there. They're going to make this work. We are currently 27 laps to go. Joe Wright looks like he's at the back of this pack on the inside line. And Devin towards the end of this pack, just trying to catch any draft he can to stay with the lead pack. Not sure if he's damaged to a point where he's having a hard time keeping up with them. He's already used his faster pair. Sounds like someone just hit a wall. At least rode the wall. 15 kind of bobbling behind the number 25. They've got to just slow it down on that draft and stop swinging left and right, or we're gonna have another caution coming up pretty soon. go back here to Joe Wright real quick towards the back of this pack and see what's going on here. Looks like Devin Butchino has too much damage to keep up with this pack. Number 66 is Sylvain back here on that botter on the apron, making sure he just stays out of the way. Devin does have the draft of the Cat 5.5. You got Ryan Likens up there on the outside of the 214. They're going to try to work together to make sure that they all stay with this lead pack. If you lose this lead pack, you're done. Oh, came up front right at the perfect time. Oh, everyone kind of jumping around. We get everyone back up in line. And we are still rolling. Everyone kept all four on the ground. This is going to help out the Cat 5.5 and Devin Butchino. That group's going to break up a little bit and slow down. So they're back in the draft. Ryan Likens in that 214 just needs to come down and get behind this group and stay with them. No fun to drive out here by yourself. And you got the number 15 of Colton Kinsey currently in the lead, looking for his first lap led tonight. With Brian Merle Jr. right behind him, Riley Gomes coming up in third in that line. You got Sharn Hill, the number 5, pushing Michael Wolf on that outside in the number 25 car on your broadcast 25. He's signed up with the number 24 though, so we're going to take a look at that. Let's go check back here with Devin. Almost like that this back group is kind of off pace here because either he's not able to keep up or he's just giving everyone room. It could be either one of those at this point. We got Devin Zimmerman back here as well, running in 16th place back here with the Cat 5.5 Orion Gomes. Joe Wright is currently sitting 26th place at 10 laps down, kind of in the mix of all of this, but 2 cars back from his teammate of Eddie Morris. Joe Wright probably got all of his damage fixed, and he's out here now to help his teammates in whatever way he can. He's not one to easily give up on a race anyway, so. Everyone's kind of bouncing around up front again. Colton Kinsey back takes this lead, or takes that lap as well. Brian Merle Jr. still running in second behind him. Second in line, Riley Gomes right behind him. And the number 17 of Dalton Gibson running in fourth in that top or that bottom line. You got the number 25 of Michael Wolf, Sharn Hill in the number 5 car, running in second in that top line. Number 17 getting kind of loose on that apron again. Number 17 of Dalton Gibson. We've got the caution out right now. Looks like we had a wreck on the front straight. Tim Likens has a meatball flag. Let's see here. It looks like Devin wasn't involved. We got D Wright involved, Justin Bell, Tim Likens. Let's go take a look and see what happened. looks like the number 6 of Justin Bell comes up the track. Makes contact with, or number 14 comes down the track, actually makes contact with the number 6. He can't control it. Everyone kind of just goes everywhere. And Eddie Morris makes it through. E-Right does not make it through. Devin drives to the grass there. Let's go on board with Eddie for that. Let's see here. Go on board with Eddie. See what this looks like from his point of view here. He sees him make contact, happens right in front of him, and he just goes through it and keeps on going. Rundown of the field. Absolutely. Give me 1 second and we will get that for you. I apologize. This ticker's not running correctly. I want you all to have the most up-to-date information. So if we have to sit here and read it off, you bet we will. That's for sure. All right, so currently, we got a bunch of people on pit road, but currently, Michael Wolf, Sharn Hill, Kevin Graham, Riley Gomes, and Dalton Gibson round out your top 5. Devin Butchino, Adam St. John, Colton Kinsey, Brian Merle Jr., and Eddie Morris round out your top 10. Peyton Holland running 11th, Dave Wright in 12th, Walt Lepicki in 13th, Guy Braco in 14th, Devin Zimmerman in 15th, which I know the one you're looking for. Justin Bell is 16th. Michael in 17th. Ryan Likens in 18th. Ryan Gomes in 19th. Trey Spears in 20th. Brian LeFontaine 21st. Charles Balance 22nd. Sylvain Seguin, Tim Likens, Joe Wright, Derek Silva, Matt Allen, and Zach Cox round out the bottom of the field from like 22nd to 28th. But Devin Zimmerman, which I know, Miss Miller, that's who you were looking for, currently running 15th, 12th, 15th. It's going to update right now. He's actually going to be running in 13th at the when we go green here. You're welcome. Absolutely. I apologize the ticker's not working. I will get that fixed. So it'll be fixed for next week for sure. Gotta meet with Guy, our broadcasting guy, and see if we can figure out what happened here. Lights on the pace truck are off. We are going green next time by. Pace car is currently middle of the backstretch. So we will be going green coming up here shortly. Everyone out there in Chatland, how's everyone doing tonight? And thank you for joining us, by the way. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, do all the fun things. Our channel's finally hit over 100 subscribers. Only took us a season to get there. But now that we're at 100, 200's the goal. Growth is all that matters when it comes to this. We want to be able to bring you the best content possible. In order to do that, we need to get to as many people as possible so that we can look for sponsorships and things like that to be able to bring us better products and better racing and better leagues and all the fun stuff. We're going to go on board with, not on board, but Sharn Hill's going to be taking us to the green wire, or to the line right now. Let's go ahead and switch this back over. We are going live. Pace car is off. They are in the restart zone, and we are green flag, baby. We're rolling. Trucks were a little loud that time by. Got that fixed. We have 17 laps to go. And look who's back up towards the front. Devin Butchino drops down in front of his teammate Eddie Morris, the number 8 car. D-Right is right behind the number 8 of Eddie Morris. And wouldn't you know, Neon Racing makes it back to each other. Didn't take long. We knew it was going to happen. The number 15 car goes around the number... Is that the 88? Of Kevin Graham. Who looks like he was just sitting still when he passed him. We got 25 of Michael Wolf leading that lap, being pushed by Riley Gomes. Riley Gomes drops down the inside in front of Sharn Hill. Devin Zimmerman currently running in 9th place, back there fighting. Looks like Sharn got a bad push. He's down on the apron. Number 13 of Brian Merle Jr. drops down in front of Riley Gomes. That bottom line is severely broken up now. Adam St. John mixing it up with the Neon Boys. Devin drops high to get up there with his teammate. Looks like D-Right kind of fell off in that. Number 45 comes down in front of Adam St. John. Folks, we still got 15 laps left. The minimum of 30, that's what, 35 miles? Something like that? 38 miles? We still got a ways to go. Eddie jumps down behind Adam St. John. Looks like Devin's going to follow him. D-Right's up there on that top line in between Devin and Eddie. The Cat 5-5 of Ryan Gomes is right behind him. Looks like D-Right jumps down in between those two cars of Devin Butchino and Eddie Morris. Cat 5-5 is going to catch that outside line. Michael Lepicki up here as well, mixing it up with everybody. Got Michael Wolf, Kevin Graham, Brian Merle Jr., Devin Zimmerman, and Riley Gomes rounding out your top 5 right now. On board with Devin Zimmerman. Fresh paint job for this season. And he's definitely made some progress from 13th at the beginning of that. Now mixing it up for 4th and 5th place up here towards the front of this field. There was a couple of incidents there that mixed this field up, and he took advantage of it, rightfully so, as he should have. Looks like we got the number... I think that's the 88 of Kevin Graham again. Yep, the 88 of Kevin Graham jumping to the inside line in front of Brian Merle Jr. One to try to get that lap led. Also, we've only got 13 laps left. He's trying to do everything he can here. You'll see a couple guys start testing out when you can start pushing. When is the best time to jump out of line? This is where they're going to start testing that theory around other people. Neon Racing kind of falling back here, but this is not to be of concern for them. You got Joe Wright up in the mix currently, and Joe Wright is still running down towards the bottom of the field in 25th place, 9 laps down. He's just up here to either one, play spoiler, or two, help out his teammates, but his teammates aren't really around him right now. We got Devin Zimmerman being left up on the high side by himself. He's going to fall back here unless someone jumps up there with him to go up high. Everyone's racing kind of hard up here now. We still got 11 laps left. These guys need to calm down a little bit. Number 9 of Riley Gomes mixing it up front. Number 13 of Brian Merle Jr. goes around Kevin Graham, that number 88 on that bottom line. Number 25 of Michael Wolf making that third line work. Looks like he jumped up there with Devin Zimmerman and got that line work, and Joe Wright up there as well. .46 drops down, hits that apron as well to cut off the the Cat 5-5 of Ryan Gomes. Kind of a dangerous move. Riley gets pushed to the inside a little bit. 25 of Michael Wolf jumps down, right back up, and we're wrecking behind him. Wrecking with 10 laps to go. I saw Eddie Morris involved in that one. He still has his fast repair. D. Wright, Ryan Likens, Walt Lipicki all have a meatball flag currently. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened here. Just so you know, Miss Miller, Zimmerman was not involved in that, and he's currently running in 7th place. I figured that question was going to come, and I will update you as I can. Let's go back and take a look and see what happened here. Walt Lipicki, Ryan Likens, Peyton Holland, Brian LaFontaine, Eddie Morris, D. Wright, and Devin Butchino all involved in that. Let's see. I see exactly what happened. As we see here, the number 95 goes low, comes back up the track, and they had a run. And that was it. I'm sorry, it's the 56, not 95. 95, you're looking backwards on the monitor. Yeah, so just not enough room there. Nothing really else to say about that one. We got D. Wright and Walt Lipicki, again, both on pit road currently with meatball flags. Both of them have already used their fast repairs, so they're going to have to wait it out and get this one fixed. Looks like Team Neon is pitting now. You got the 82 of Joe Wright, 8 of Eddie Morris, all on pit road. Trey Spears with a black flag. Not sure what happened there. But that being said, let's head to commercial. We will be right back. and that was the Veterans Hotline, a big sponsor here at the SCSRA Broadcasting team. A project that Guy Braco, Robert Dubendak, and a lot of gentlemen in this league are very fond of, and have many veterans have used that service. If for whatever reason you are needing to talk to anybody, please by all means dial 988 on your cell phone, on your mobile device. Press 1 for a help, and that's not if you're a veteran only. If you are ever in a position where you need to talk to somebody, please reach out. Coming off of turn 4 here, Pacelar is going to be making that hard left turn onto pit road. Ryan Merle Jr. is going to be taking the green flag here with the number 88 of Kevin Graham on his outside. We got the number 46 of Michael Lepicki and Ryan Gomes on that second line, and we're green flag racing. Ryan Merle Jr. gets a great jump off the line. Little too far. The 46 having a hard time keeping up. Gets back to his bumper. If he pulls out too far ahead of that guy, or the number 46, they're going nowhere. Devin Zimmerman, just so you know, Miss Miller's restarting in 7th place, and he's currently sitting hanging out there. He's on the fourth place in line on that inside line. We're going to have to keep an eye out for what these guys do now. We are coming down to 5 laps to go. Next time by. And this is where it starts to get interesting. Let me explain real quick how the end of this race may or may not go. If we go into overtime, and we get a caution before 1 to go, we will go into overtime in green-white checkers. We have 3 attempts at a green-white checkered. If under a green-white checker, we get a caution on the first lap, not under a white flag condition, we will try again. If the white flag is shown, the race will finish at race speed. We've got that third line forming up on the high side with Devin Butchino on that blue team Alpha number 68. They're going to be cut off. They make some contact with Ryan Gomes. Does he keep it off the track? No. No, he doesn't. That's okay. There was some contact made between Devin Butchino and Ryan Gomes, which caused him to shoot down the track. And of the people currently on the track, we have Dalton Gibson, D. Wright, Walt Lepicki, Joe Wright, and Derek Da Silva, all with meatball flags. Joe Wright has already taken his meatball flag. He's already got it fixed a second time. And now we're on a third time. He's currently on pit road. That may do it for him tonight, unless it's a quick repair to get him back out on track. Let's take a look and see what happened here. I know that was with Devin Butchino and Ryan Gomes. Let's see what happened. We're going to go back to Eddie so we can get a full picture of what happened here. Let's see. Devin's got to run up the outside. Something happens and he just kind of shoots left a little bit, which causes Ryan to come around. Let's go back to the Cat 5.5 and see what happens with him. Here's from the Cat 5.5. Again, Devin's got to run up that outside line. They come into the corner. Not sure what happened there with Devin, but you can just see everyone scatters around him. And that's what causes that caution. So let's take a look at our top 5 here. We got Brian Merle Jr., Michael Lepicki, Riley Gomes, Devin Zimmerman, and Kevin Graham rounding out your top 5. Michael Wolf, Devin Butchino, Eddie Morris, Peyton Holland, and Adam St. John rounding out your top 10 currently. They are all out on track. Half of them have not used their fast repair. We will see what happens. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. And we're back. We're at 1 to go. We are under a green-white checkered condition. Next time by, we'll get the green flag. Next time after that, these cars past that start-finish line will be white flag and last lap. If there is a caution here on this initial lap again, we will try again for a green-white checkered and we'll see what happens. If we get the white, that will end the field coming to... We'll race back to the start-finish line, and that will be the end of the race. Currently, Walt Lepicki and Derek De Silva both have meatball flags. Both currently still on pit road. Derek looks to be about 30 laps down. And Walt is about 7 laps down currently. Joe Wright is back out on track. 10 laps down at this point. He did have a meatball flag. That was cleared. They do get clear within the last 5 laps of racing. We got Brian Merle Jr. and Michael Lepicki on that top line, or on that front row. And Brian Merle Jr. is going to take us to the line for this first green-white checker tonight. Pace car is going to be pulling off here, making that sharp left turn down pit road. And here we go. Brian Merle Jr. gets a great jump off the line. Riley Gomes right behind him, timed it perfectly. Don't be surprised if you see Devin and Eddie of Team Neon right here try to take it 3 wide, get up on that top line, and get up to the front. There's a good divide between the front group of 8-10 cars to the back there. Eddie Morris and Devin Butchino coming off of turn 2. They're going 3 wide. Like I said, it's going to happen. That middle line's going to try to block that top line. They need to make a choice. You cannot block like that. It's never going to end well for anybody. We are going 4 wide. Devin and Eddie back out a little bit. If we don't get a caution here, we're going to race it out. Brian Merle Jr. up front does not want to be the lead car. If you're the lead car, it's never good for you up there. We are 1 to go, final lap. Brian Merle Jr. currently up front. Riley Gomes right behind him, pushing. Number 36 of Devin Zimmerman on that top, that third line with Eddie Morris pushing him. He's going to push as hard as he can. Hold on, bud, and they'll push you up there. You hold a straight line and they'll keep pushing. Brian Merle Jr. on that bottom line. We're 3 wide coming out of 4. There goes Riley. Washing up, and everyone's wrecking. Devin Butchino jumps to the inside. Eddie back through the wreck. Oh my God. What even was that? I don't know what just happened. I do know that our top 3, Devin Butchino, second place Eddie Morris, and Devin Zimmerman coming through with a 3rd place finish. Wow. I don't even know what to say to that. That was insane. Let's go back and take a look from, I guess, anybody's view. Let's go take a look from... Let's go back behind Eddie. This isn't necessarily where it starts, but it sure does finish here, that's for sure. Go live and take a look at this. Yeah, I don't know what happened there, Miss Miller. I'm not sure. Let's take a look. So to set this up, we've got Brian Merle Jr., Riley Gomes, and Kevin Graham on the bottom line. I believe it's Kenzie. No, number 45. That's not sure who that is in the middle line. Plus number 25. That's Michael Wolf on the inside or the middle line. Then you got Devin Zimmerman, Eddie Morris, and Devin Butchino on that top line. And let's just see what happens. Riley makes some contact. There's a bunch of contact up front. Eddie Morris slides it around, and he's still throttled down to make it to the start-finish line. Yeah. That's what happened. Let's see. Let's go on board with Eddie here. You can hear he does not lift. He's drifting this left and right. He's going to keep it there. He goes across the start-finish line sideways, but still, and then makes contact after the race. Let's see who flew around him here. Devin Zimmerman comes across the line. Comes across the line in 3rd on pit road. Go on board with Devin here. There's nowhere really to go. Riley gets taken out from the bottom. Devin shoots to the inside when he sees it happen and takes the win. That's nuts, man. That's absolutely insane. Let's get over and run a commercial real quick. We're going to run a short one, and we're going to get Devin Zimmerman up here. All right. While I'm waiting for Devin to jump down into the rooms here, I just want to play one last person. Ryan Likens said it in chat. This is as everything starts. He's pretty far back. He's laps down. He's just trying to make up whatever time he can. Let's go on board and see how he gets through this. Everything's going. He doesn't lift. It's last lap. We're not lifting for anybody. Look at this. This is insane. Just goes through somebody else. Doesn't matter who it is to this point. Makes it's the one last pass on the end of that race there. Let's go find Devin real quick. Give me just a moment. Devin Zimmerman, this is David up in the booth. You got me?
Hey, how's it going, fellas?
Good, bud. We got Tina Miller in the chat, rooting you on this whole night. Last 10 laps, definitely interesting.
Yeah.
How did you get third place coming through pit road on that last one there, bud?
Yeah, I thought we played the right play. Me and my teammate, Mike Lepicki, he was on my inside there. We were trying to take the top two lanes. I thought we played it right, and I guess the 13 kind of clipped the apron and came up and just kind of took us out. But once everything hit, I lost the steering on the truck, and so I kept the pedal pushed all the way down just to see if I could motor it across the line in some fashion or way, and it just shot me, I guess, after the cautions and stuff, or not cautions, but the aftermath and everything, it just shot me down to the inside right into the pit wall, and I had no steering, so I just kept my foot in it, just trying to get whatever I could.
Well, keeping your foot in it came through with the third place for you. I don't think through that entire thing there was a single person who lifted. It's
No.
last lap. It's Daytona. No one's going to. Eddie was
Yep.
90 degrees sideways at one point and still foot down, drifting that truck across the start finish line. It was nuts, but it worked out. Got you a third place. What are are you racing tomorrow night with us as well?
Yeah, I'll be in tomorrow night. Same truck, or was it same car number 36 on tick machine, Ford Mustang tomorrow night. Did the Ford F-150 tonight on tick on the hood. But yeah, tank racing. It's a good start for us. We definitely would have liked to get a 1-2 there between me and myself and Mike. But we'll take a third. Mike, I think, ended up in. I think he ended up 15th after all that. But, it is what it is. It's Daytona. I think we played it as best we could, kind of kept the nose clean the whole night, pitted when we need to. It was a good strategy the whole night from our team. It's Daytona. These things happen.
Absolutely, man. The name of the game for these races is just make it to the end of the race. So, if you guys definitely did that, made it to give yourself a shot there at the end, came home with the third place. Same kind of strategy for tomorrow night?
We'll see. It's a lot bigger field tomorrow night, I believe.
Mhm.
Tonight's like 26, close to 30 trucks. Tomorrow night we're looking to push over 40. So I'm not too sure. The biggest thing with the next gen is it's really easy to lose the pack if you're the last car in line. So so a little bit different with the truck. You can kind of suck up. The next gen is a little tougher to kind of keep together and
Yep.
tail on if you're kind of doing what we were doing in the middle, which is just kind of saving fuel, riding around, trying not to be in a wreck. It'll be different with the next gen. I'm not really sure how we'll play it, but I know we're starting in the back because a lot of us missed the duels last week, being on vacation. But we'll see what we have tomorrow night when we get in and see if we want to make our way to the front early or just kind of hang out and ride around.
All right. Well, we wish you the best of luck tomorrow night. Before you head out of here, anybody you want to thank?
Yeah, like I said, OnTick on the hood. That's the company I work for, Aerotech, Aerospace Manufacturing. Also like to thank Hunterdon Anesthesiologists, Healthcare Billing, and Common Sense Supplements. All my teammates, of course, Mike Lepicki, Walt Lepicki, and Derek Da Silva, and Josh Mueller, who wasn't able to make it tonight. He's still on vacation, but big shout out to them. We work together really well as a team, and hopefully it's on display tomorrow night as well. Yeah, just tank racing, and then all the fans out there that are watching. Appreciate everybody who watches and supports the channel and supports us racing out here. And of course, thank you, David, for broadcasting.
All right. Thanks so much for joining tonight, Devin. Good luck tomorrow night, and we'll hopefully talk to you tomorrow night as well.
I appreciate it. I hope so.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That was our third place driver, Devin Zimmerman. Let's bring Eddie Morris up here. Eddie, David in the booth, you got me?
Hey, what's up, brother?
Man, challenging night for y'all, and finishing across the line basically 90 degrees sideways.
Yeah.
How did
The
you?
body shop's not going to be too happy with me.
No, the greatest thing is it comes out of Devin's paycheck, not yours.
That's right.
So tell us how that happened. I mean, you guys were up there in the third line. Devin Zimmerman kind of went up there and blocked. Well, both the guys kind of blocked that third line move. From the time that happened, it didn't sound like you lifted at all. Kind of run us through how that happened, or what was going on up there.
Well, I mean, it's like last lap, bro. You don't lift. You lift, you lose. Like,
Absolutely.
so yeah, man. Like, we could have definitely ran 3 wide. Just people swatting at flies. If they need some fly repellent, they can come down to the 8 box and we'll get them all set up, and maybe they won't be swatting flies. But man, it was crazy. I seen a hole and I was going for it. And I don't know what happened on the bottom down there. But we come together, and man, it just spun the right way, and I just kept it forward and just wheeled my waist through some of that, and somebody went spinning in front of me again, and I missed them and bounced it off the wall a couple times. But man, I wasn't gonna stop till I seen the checkers. So it was a crazy race. It was kind of fun. Wish we'd have got some strategy in there and got to do some green flag stops. But I mean, overall, it was fun for the first race of the season, I guess. So
Yeah, it was a good way to start the race for some of you guys. You and Devin up front. Your teammates kind of didn't end up so well. Both the Wright brothers kind of ended up down the pack a little bit. But that's Daytona. What's the plan for tomorrow? Same thing, repeat, rinse, repeat, do it over again?
I mean, you just got to play it, man. These trucks felt a little different, pushing and stuff like that. And sometimes you go in the corner and they kind of push up a little bit. I mean, I don't know.
That aero update seems to have thrown a couple things off.
Yeah, it was a little different. But a little more practice with it, a little more time with it, should get it under control. Tomorrow night, man, just the next gen cars are super fun with the draft package, the way they got those set up right now. I think anyway, car's super stable, really push really hard. I like that kind of racing. Looking forward to tomorrow. Hopefully going to be a bigger field. So we got all that to deal with. Starting 4th, I believe, for that, I think. So definitely looking forward to that. Gonna go up there and survive a little bit, hopefully log some laps, and be there at the end.
Absolutely. Well, Eddie, congratulations on your second place. Before you hop out of here, anything you want to say? Anybody want to thank out there?
Oh, for sure, man. Appreciate you for broadcasting this, so we can go back and watch it. Know it's going to be a learning experience for you, but we do appreciate you being there, no matter how hard you think we are on you. Not saying we are yet, but I'm licking my chops over here. I'm gonna go back and watch it. Just kidding. No, we appreciate you, man. So shout out to you for doing that. and Guy, of course, for stepping in and being the backup whenever you need him, vice versa. So we appreciate both of you guys. Shout out to Blue Team Alpha for coming on board the series sponsor this season. It was a Blue Team Alpha 175 tonight, I believe.
Yep.
So shout out to those guys, and I believe Dev had their logo on the hoods, so got the logo on the winning car, so that's always good. So shout out to those guys for coming on board. We really appreciate it. Shout out to the other series sponsor on Wednesday nights, Dev Sports Cards. If you got any sports memorabilia you're looking for, go check them out on eBay. Christmas is coming up, so go head on over to eBay. I know he's always got some fresh stuff at Dev Sports Cards. Shout out to Morris Customs. If you're waiting on the paint from me, we're kind of behind right now. we're working on catching up. But I will definitely get back with you shortly and get you taken care of. So yeah, you can find me on Facebook at Morris Customs. Go like, share, follow, all that fun stuff. It really helps. Of course, shout out to my team. Shout out to Dev. Congrats on his win. Hate it for D Wright, and he had a strong car, man. I was liking pushing him. We were just in the wrong place at the wrong time. He had a pretty good shot at that. Joe, he's always got a good shot at it, but he got in trouble early, so I hate it for him. So shout out to those guys, and shout out to everybody that allows me to do this.
All right. Well, congratulations on your second place. We'll look forward to hearing from you tomorrow as well. I know Team Neon is going to be up there because they always are. And if you're curious, well, not you, but the audience is curious, Morris is spelled with 2 S's, not 1 S. You can also find him on our website, scsra.net/Morris Customs. And all the links to his socials are there as well. So definitely want to support you in everything you do as well. We appreciate everything that you do for the league. Have a great night, sir. And we will talk to you tomorrow.
Appreciate you, brother. And appreciate you getting that website together for me.
Hell yeah, brother. That was our second place finisher, Eddie Morris. Let's get our winner up here, Devin Butchino, in the booth. This is David. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, brother.
Man, how we always talk about how you hate speed weeks in Daytona, and then you come out with the finish like that. I don't know if like you predicted something was going to happen, but it was absolutely insane to go back and watch you just dive below 9 cars at full speed and go through and win the race. That was absolutely insane.
Yeah, that's the only way we can win at these places. The only way we got to win at Daytona is when I think Junior gave D a bad push for the tri-oval and wrecked above me. And this one, I thought Riley was going to come up and get me when he got turned on the bottom there. Thankfully, he didn't. And then I knew with them wrecking, I was clear left. So once I saw the wreck, I just yanked left. And then I stared right the entire time and realized I was the only one going forward still. So rather be lucky than good here. Try not to. Yeah, that was just crazy. I don't have much to say there. I don't know. I don't know what happened to the ride on the wreck we had. I know that we'll obviously have to take a look at it, but I thought it was just a bang bang thing. He was up higher than expected. I was coming down, so I am sorry for that. Obviously, we'll have to take a look at it after this one. So I hope it stands. Looking back, I hope so. So I'm trying not to get too excited about it, but if it does, it's always special to win at Daytona.
Absolutely. And it was interesting, not interesting, but watching back from Eddie's point of view, Eddie's not going to lift. It's last lap. I don't think anybody's going to lift at all, ever, especially on the last lap. He comes across the line, drifting his car sideways, drifting down the entire front stretch, basically, to come home in second. So that being said, I mean, we said at the beginning of this, survival is key. You have to make it to the last lap to even have a chance at it, and you led the most important lap, which was the last one. So
that's the only one, I think.
It was the only one for you, yeah. But you got a lap lead point and winning the race for bonus points.
Yeah, it was tough out there, man. It was tough. I feel like you can attest to this, I'm sure. I think there's a little more freedom with the ability to push in the runs in the next gen. I think the new package is great for a place like Talladega, but with 2 lanes here, it can get very stagnant with 2 lanes, and then the third lane is a little hairy. So it was tough when we were mired in that like 8th to 12th place spot, because we would go to the top and the bottom would move. So we'd go to the bottom and the top would move. And it was just, I think tomorrow will be a little easier. The runs will be immense, and that's going to be 30 laps longer. So even more crazier.
Yeah. With a much bigger field in theory.
Yeah, it should be. It should. This is a so great size field. I appreciate everyone coming out, all the rookies, 29 guys opening night. It's really awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Devin, congratulations on your win tonight, sir. Anybody you want to thank out there?
Yeah, I just want to thank everyone at Blue Team Alpha. We tossed them on the hood before this race, so we were able to get them in victory lane for the first time. So it's really cool. Really appreciate them coming on board. I've seen them active in chat, Sean. So I definitely want to appreciate them coming on board, being another partner with the SCSRA. Thank you for stepping up and broadcasting, Hartney. Everyone here at the SCSRA broadcasting team, there's a lot behind the scenes. Dev Sports Cards, Morse Customs, Level Up Subs, New Craft, Fine Jewelry and Design. Try and do it again tomorrow.
All right. Well, Devin, we look forward to possibly hearing from you tomorrow. And
my girlfriend Kaylee, and my parents. Guy's not here to remind me. You got to remember that, Hartney.
Okay, I'll remember to remind you. After 50, was your 55th win?
54th.
54th. Well, maybe tomorrow will be a 55th win.
Probably not. I'm gonna be racing in front of my entire family down at the Airbnb though.
Oh,
so
that's right.
I would probably trade every single one of them to get one tomorrow, but we'll see. You know, it's the one track where I can't control a damn thing, so we'll see.
I don't think anybody can control anything here.
Nope, I'm just gonna close my eyes and we're not gonna lift off the gas till we see God or the checkered flag.
All right, Devin, it was a pleasure seeing you, bud. Good luck tomorrow night, and we'll see you down there.
Yeah, you as well, brother. Thank you.
No problem. And that was our winner, Devin Butchino, in the booth here. Interesting into the race. Lots of chaos there coming off of turn 4. It's almost guaranteed to happen at a track like Daytona or Talladega. So we will see what happens tomorrow night. Stay tuned tomorrow for the SCSRA Dev Sports Cards Tammy Strong 200, I guess, tomorrow. I'm not really sure. It's the Tammy Strong 500, I think it is. But it's not 500 miles or 500 laps. That would be awful. Thanks, everyone, for joining tonight. Like, subscribe, do all the fun things. If you haven't already, hit that notification bell as well, so you're notified every time we go live. We are live every Tuesday, Wednesday here with the SCSRA, Sundays with the NSRA Summer Shootout Series, and the ASR will be returning in August. Thanks, everybody, for dropping by tonight, and we will catch you next time.